What's up, Internet? Zach here, and I got a huge project today that I'm going to try to tackle. And the funny thing about this huge project is, even though I'm being sarcastic and it's pretty simple, it does make a huge difference. And since it's the middle of winter, I'm going to do it a little differently than I really would in summer, but it's right here. As you can see, this aluminum piece at the top is supposed to be all black, and a lot of the black is missing, and it really shows because the gap right here is just a little bit bigger than it should be. But either way, it's kind of one of those things where it if I painted that black, it would actually look a little bit sharper, and it would be a little less noticeable. So I'm going to tackle that, see how it goes. I got some Rust-Oleum, I got some paintbrushes. I'm going to take it off, take it inside where it's warm, and get her done. All right, so I do have the trim out. Had to take the grill out, but I was able to sneak it out because there's no tab on this side for it. And I've got it right here. Now, I happen to have the advantage of having several of these trucks and several parts rigs in the past, so I was actually able to take and choose the best one because I have a pile of them. This is the original one up here. I do believe one of these is. Not that one. That one. That's the original one. And it's pretty scraped up, and it's kind of beyond polishing or anything like that. And so I was able to go through. See, this one's just a little bit better, but it's actually kind of bent, and it's missing one of the little grommets right here. This one is pretty good. It's probably second best. It's still got most of the paint on the top, but it's still pretty scratched up, and it's got a little ding right there in the middle. So I chose this one, and I've already taken it inside and cleaned it. And I ran some polish over it just to see how it turned out. It actually turned out pretty good. It's not perfect, but you're never going to be able to tell from any kind of a distance. You see they always end up with little scrapes from them, you know, just going through the bushes and whatnot. But I cleaned it up really good, and then I put some tape on it. It doesn't have to be perfect because you can see the original line wasn't perfect either. It's just more of just make it black so that it doesn't stand out underneath the hood. So I did that, and I'm ready to put some paint on it, see how it turns out. All right, all done. Took it inside and got it all painted, and as you can see, you can't really see it, which is the whole point. Looks a lot better. Before, you could see a whole bunch of chips and everything in the top of that, and they really stood out in between there, and they didn't really create a nice line. So I painted it with a flat black paint. It's just a little bit wet in a couple places still, but once it dries, it'll be uniform. And it really turned out good. Made a huge difference. There's a good angle on it. I also took and polished it a little bit, so it really stands out because the rest of the grill is not polished, and it hasn't been cleaned, and I just took it for a drive a little bit ago. So I think it's a huge improvement to what it was. Again, this is a really simple fix, just for aesthetics to make it look better. I also used some actual blacked out screws so that they don't stand out either. I could go through here and I could paint a whole bunch more black stuff if I had time, which I probably will do this spring. Probably do the top of this here, repaint the inside of these bezels, you know, either a dark gray or a black. You know, this is a factory gray on the inside of this, so I'll probably do these to match that. But you know, repainting these black, they really just make the grill pop better. It makes the chrome look a little bit better, and it cost about $5. And honestly, this costs probably $25 to get a reproduction. 25 bucks, 25 bucks, probably, you know, 50 bucks for a grill. But it's all aftermarket. It's not OEM. It's not going to be great. Not going to be perfect. You know, it's just is what it is. So $5 and 45 minutes, and it made a huge difference on that. Yeah, just a little something to do to spruce it up one part at a time.